The ratings are in for the Fever vs. Brazil game, and no surprise, they're huge. Caitlin Clark's return to Iowa for this preseason matchup drew an average of 1.3 million viewers on ESPN, peaking at 1.6 million, which is 13% higher than last season's WNBA average. The sold-out Carver Hawkeye Arena was electric, especially when Clark launched a 36-foot three-pointer from her own logo ace shot that brought the house down and instantly went viral. The Fever looked sharp, running like a well-oiled machine, with Clark dropping 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in just 19 minutes. Credit to the Brazilian national team. They played hard, but Indiana's depth and shooting were just too much, as the Fever rolled to a 108-44 win. This game wasn't just a preseason spectacle, it was a showcase of star power and growing excitement for the WNBA season ahead. So yeah, ESPN dropped something today. Shout out Flora Kelly for the numbers. She says the Fever vs. Brazil game pulled in 1.3 million viewers. Actually, 1.34 million if you're being precise. And for a preseason game? That's wild. To put it in perspective, only 2 of ESPN's 57 NBA preseason games since 2010 have pulled better numbers. And guess what? Both had LeBron. One was 2010 Cavs vs. Bulls, right after that finals loss drama, and the other was 2018, LeBron's first time in a Lakers jersey. Now, it's Caitlin Clark carrying that kind of viewership. That's elite company. Don't get it twisted. Preseason games usually don't draw like this. But this isn't just any preseason. This is Showtime Fever. It's different now. Even back in that first game against the Mystics, you could feel the intensity. The Mystics came out swinging. Everybody knows, when Clark's on the court, it's a whole event. The Brazilian national team, they went hard. Like, really gave it their all. But let's not forget, they were actually missing 2 of their best players. Damaris Dantas. Hope she's doing okay. And Camila Cardoso. Still, they came in with the mindset that this was going to be a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience, playing against a top-tier WNBA team, and yeah, facing off with the Caitlin Clark, a global star at this point. And honestly, they looked like they were loving every minute of it. Locked in on defense, playing with heart, and remember, a lot of these players are super young. Some of them are literally about to start college. One of them, I believe, is even heading to the States, possibly South Carolina. But this game also showed us something big. The difference between the Fever with Caitlin Clark versus without her. That impact? It's real. With all the hype surrounding Indiana this year. The roster shakeups, the new coaching, all eyes on them. They've got a massive target on their back. So yeah, even these preseason games, they matter. It honestly didn't even feel like preseason out there. Like, the intensity? Way up. The Mystics came out playing straight-up bully ball. And I don't mean they were being literal bullies, but some of those plays? Yeah, they crossed a line. Kiki Iriafen definitely got her. Welcome to the W moment courtesy of Sophie Cunningham. That hit. Way too hard for a preseason game. That's the kind of stuff that risks injuries. And nobody wants to see that. Then not long after, there was the Brittany Sykes play. And that one, also not it. Could have gone really bad if Sophie had fallen into DeWanna Bonner's legs. Like, that's career-altering stuff. But here's the difference now. The Fever aren't soft. They've got enforcers. And Bonner? She stepped right up and made it clear. Don't do that. Not cool. But let's circle back to the positives. The viewership. We're talking 1.34 million people tuning into a preseason Indiana Fever game. Before the regular season even kicked off against an international team. That's massive. I mean, the WNBA hadn't even touched 1 million viewers in over 15 years. Not until Caitlin Clark stepped into the league. Let that sink in. This preseason game pulled more viewers than the finals did last year. That's the kind of star power we're dealing with here. Caitlyn's games? They're basically guaranteed to hit 1 million+ viewers minimum. That's the floor now, not the ceiling. And yet, people are still out here complaining that the Fever have 40 nationally televised games this season. Honestly, it should have been all 44. Because when the Fever are on national TV, everybody wins. Other teams get spotlighted, other players get recognition, and the league grows. It's a rising tide. I've seen it firsthand. Fans discovering players like Nafisa Collier, Courtney Williams, Ryan Howard. People who didn't even know they had a hometown WNBA team until Clark Mania led them there. And if that's you, drop it in the comments. I love seeing how this wave is lifting the whole league, because this is a movement. Before this recent boom, WNBA games were averaging around 300,000 to 500,000 viewers. And now, that's basically the baseline for any solid matchup. And it's still growing. We're at the start of something huge. This is just the beginning of a full-on explosion in women's basketball. Yeah, it's Caitlin Clark leading the way, no doubt. But the spotlight she brings, it's shining on the entire league. And that's what makes it so exciting. I always try to celebrate the positives in the WNBA. And right now, the league's momentum is undeniable. It's not just about one player, though Caitlin Clark's impact is massive, but about how the entire WNBA is rising together. Just look at the 2025 Met Gala. WNBA stars like Angel Reese, Sabrina Ionescu, Breanna Stewart, and Jonquil Jones were not just present, they were front and center, representing the league on one of fashion's biggest stages. Angel Reese made her second straight Met Gala appearance, this time as a host committee member, showing off her signature style and off-court branding skills. Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, fresh off a championship with the New York Liberty, brought their own flair to the event, further proving that WNBA players are becoming cultural icons beyond basketball. This kind of visibility was almost unheard of for the league just a few years ago. Now, WNBA athletes are regulars at major cultural events, helping to broaden the league's reach and inspire new fans. The excitement around women's basketball is bigger than ever, and it's lifting everyone, players, teams, and the sport itself into the spotlight. If you don't think beating out every WNBA preseason game except for those massive LeBron James matchups is a big deal, you're missing just how rare this is. Since 2010, only 2 NBA preseason games on ESPN have drawn more viewers, both starring LeBron, and now Caitlin Clark is right there in that company. Clark's star power is undeniable. She's got the talent, the stats, the charisma, and the kind of personality that draws people in on and off the court. She keeps things positive, is family-oriented, relatable, and genuinely wants to set a good example for younger generations. When you combine that with her game like hitting logo threes and putting up 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists in her Iowa return, it's no wonder she's drawing record audiences. Even her opponents are getting in on the fun. After Clark's deep 3 over a Brazilian defender, the moment went viral, with a Brazilian player joking on social media about not being tagged in the highlight. That kind of good-natured interaction just adds to the spectacle. Bottom line, Clark's presence isn't just boosting the Fever or the WNBA, it's changing the game's trajectory and bringing everyone along for the ride.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
And honestly, you can definitely argue that Caitlin Clark is the face of basketball right now, especially for the younger generation. Like, who else is it really? If we're not talking LeBron or Steph, who's holding that spotlight? Sure, some people might throw Anthony Edwards into the conversation. And yeah, he's charismatic, funny, great with the crowd. But let's be real, he's also had a few questionable moments off the court. That kind of stuff does matter when you're looking at someone as a face of the sport. Then there's Cooper Flagg. People are hyping him hard, but he still has to prove himself in the NBA. Not college, not high school, the NBA. And while he might be great, we don't know yet if he's truly generational. If he's that much different than the top-tier guys already in the league. Time will tell. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here already drawing massive national attention. And if the Fever make the finals, I genuinely believe we could see viewership numbers explode. Like, we're talking 10 million viewers. That's not wild talk. That's where this is headed. And it's not just TV ratings. Let's talk about ticket sales. Carver Hawkeye Arena sold out in 42 minutes. That's unreal. Average resale ticket prices were pushing $600 for a preseason game. This is next-level hype we're witnessing. Which brings me to Nike. What are they doing right now? Do they have a secret rollout plan we don't know about? Because I'm still waiting on them to really lean into Caitlin's moments. Like that 36-foot logo bomb she casually drained? That's not something you even see most NBA players hit on the regular. And Nike's response? A weak-looking Rookie of the Year. T that looked like an intern whipped it up in 10 minutes. Come on. It's so noticeable that even Caitlin's boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, reposted a tweet saying, "Hey Nike, do you guys have internet?" Like, the fans are talking, her inner circle is noticing, and people are wondering what the actual game plan is here. There's even buzz that her 8-year, $28 million Nike deal is already being renegotiated. Because let's face it, that was the steal of the century for Nike given the kind of attention she's bringing. Now, I don't know if that's confirmed yet, just rumors for now, but I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, I just had to hop on here, share some thoughts, and celebrate the massive ratings we're seeing right now. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think is going on with Nike or the next breakout player in the league. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. I'll catch you next time.